Hello.
Welcome back, viewers, to the Tim and Tiffany Show. I'm Tim.
And I'm Tiffany. Last time we talked about some of the different types of tournaments.
But this time on the show, we're going to talk about types of trips.
Trips like vacations around the world, trips in Dallas, and mission trips.
I love going on vacation trips.
Me too. The beach is my favorite.
We are so excited to share with you all the different types of trips to take.
After this very short break.
Hello again.
Let's talk about trips.
What kind of trips?
Well, recently I went skydiving, so I was talking to adventurous people.
That sounds cool. Let's do that.
For anyone who craves adventure and loves a good challenge, take a trip to the Great Wall of China. A marathon tour is offered that lasts 9 days. It takes you all sorts of sites, including the Forbidden City and Tiananmen Square. If you're not quite ready to run an entire marathon, there is half a marathon and a 10K tour that is also offered.
And if you don't like to run, there are still plenty of other adventurous trips to take. Australia has the largest coral reef, so a lot of wildlife lives there. An expedition is offered where you can swim with great white sharks. This expedition takes you deep into the dark blue waters of South Australia's Neptune Islands, where you'll come face to face with massive sharks. Plus, you can swim side by side with stingrays and other sea creatures.
Another exciting place to go is Jordan. Many safaris are offered in Jordan, and they all have raving reviews. There are also springs, mountains to hike, oceans to dive in, and even four-wheel dive desert expeditions.
Another fun place to explore is the Adirondacks. During the winter months, visitors can participate in an array of outdoor activities including skiing, snowshoeing, bobsledding, and dog sledding. Once it's summer, you can bike, fish, hike, canoe, and whitewater fish, no matter what time of the year it is. It's the perfect trip for the adventurers.
Thanks for listening about trips for adventures. We'll see you after the break.
Over 500 million plastic straws are being disposed of into oceans and landfills every day. That can't be true. Watch this. Millions of these end up with thousands of these.
Hi. Earlier, I didn't know what I was talking about. 500 million of straws a day is not good for our oceans. And if we could just make that one change to reusable straws, it would make so much of a difference for our population and for the sea. Thank you.
Welcome back.
This topic is all about the best and most popular places to go skiing.
I've been skiing before. It's so fun.
Same, I love skiing.
The first ski destination we'll be talking about is Telluride, Colorado.
Telluride is a very popular ski destination in the Highland Park community. Telluride has soft snow, spectacular scenery, and unspoiled character. These are just some of the reasons why Telluride is the destination of choice for Highland Park families.
The next destination we'll be talking about is Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
I've heard of Jackson Hole, Wyoming before.
Jackson Hole has been a skiing secret for decades, but recently Jackson Hole offers other activities than skiing, such as snowmobiling, snowshoeing, snow tubing, and paragliding. This is what sets Jackson Hole Mountain Resort apart from every other ski resort.
Our final destination is Vail Ski Mountain in central Colorado.
Vail is the best.
Vail is by far the most popular ski resort in the Park Cities, but it is one of the most popular ski destinations in the world. There is the ski mecca with over 5,000 skiable acres. This is why Vail is the #1 destination on the list.
Now it's time for break.
They don't know. Dude.
Welcome back.
We are now discussing school trips.
Like field trips?
Yeah, like field trips and bigger.
Oh, all right. So like how choir went to the Disney trip and band went to LA.
Yes!
So the Highland Park High School went to Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida for their school trip this year from January 19th to the 22nd. There was 2 different choirs in attendance, the Lads and Lassies and the Select Women. In total, it was close to about 70 students.
The students flew out at 6 o'clock a.m. and spent their first Friday in Magic Kingdom. They were able to enjoy many rides, including Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, and many others. The next day, they were able to enjoy a full day at Universal Studios, also located in Orlando.
Some fun things that they got to enjoy in Universal Studios were Harry Potter World, Jurassic World, and the nationally famous ride, The Mummy. In Harry Potter World, there is multiple rides as well as interactive wand activities. On Sunday, they enjoyed Epcot and enjoyed amazing workshop led by professionals. That night, they had many restaurants to choose from all the world due to the fact that Epcot has a wide variety of options.
On their final day, they enjoyed Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Some of the amazing rides located at these parks are Mount Everest, Rock and Roller Coaster, and Tower of Terror.
That trip sounds like so much fun.
I agree.
Another trip that happened this year was Los Angeles trip for band. This trip during Highland Park High School spring break. The first day, they attended Knott's Berry Farm, which is an amusement park where they rode various rides. The second day, they went to Universal Studios, where they got to enjoy Harry Potter World and Jurassic Park, as well as similar to the choir kids.
On the third day, they went to the Santa Monica Pier and attended the Hollywood tour. The fourth day, they went to Disneyland, where there is the popularly well-known Cars Land, and they attended a workshop at Disneyland, where they learned about how they record music for movies.
That sounds like a blast as well.
Agreed.
Well, those are 2 school trips that have happened this year.
Join us again after this short break to discuss road trips.
We take our breaths for granted. But each inhale comes from oxygen that was intricately crafted. 78% of the oxygen in our atmosphere comes from the photosynthesis of marine plants such as phytoplankton. How cool is that? And since the way we breathe affects the way we think, feel, and navigate the world, in our modernizing society, let's appreciate our oxygen, those who give it to us, and cherish each.
Most think of family and crowded cars when the term road trips. But road trips can be more than just sleeping in the car or watching Netflix for 8 hours.
I think road trips are boring, and only dads really enjoy taking them.
That's not true. I love them, and plenty of people do, Tim. There are many different road trips all around the country that includes many sights to see.
Care to tell me some of them, Tiff?
Sure. If you're in Florida, then you could go on a trip from Miami all the way down to Key West. The entire drive is 110 miles and would take about 4 hours with no stops at any point. A majority of the trip would be spent on the Oversea Highway, which is a long road that is primarily over shallow seawater, as the name would suggest. If you sightsee on the way down, you can spot signs for other islands in the Florida Keys, including Duck Key.
Wow, that sounds like fun. Maybe I'll have to try and get that trip arranged for me to go on. I'm sure there are fun things to do and see in Key West.
There really are, and even more things to do to see soon as we go into the break.
It is a random week in the year that gives families excuses to go on vacation.
The most common destinations for Americans who choose to go on a trip over the break are Florida, Colorado, Nevada, and California.
Those are the most popular spots in the U.S., but outside the U.S., most common vacation destinations are Mexico, the Bahamas, and Puerto Rico.
You probably already have a good idea of the most popular spots, so we're here to give you some of the under-radar places that make for good vacation spots.
This is a destination that gets more and more visitors each year, but is still fairly under the radar. The African savanna in Kenya is one of the most beautiful places on earth. It has incredible views and a whole lot to do. You can ride horseback and camelback throughout the incredible savanna with the whole family. This is one of the best destinations you can go to.
Next is Peru. This is a trip full of hiking and hard work, but all the reward is the work that is best in the views in the world, and some of the most memorable attractions you will ever see. You may think I'm talking about Machu Picchu, but no, that's way too popular. I'm talking about Laris Valley. New properties were set up by the Peruvian government in the valley, and it is now basically Machu Picchu without all of the people. It's a can't-miss trip and incredible vacation.
Saving the best for last, Raja Ampat, Indonesia. Think Bali, but with less people and a whole lot more. Raja Ampat has fiery volcanoes, incredible culture, and is one of the most beautiful places in the world. What sets it apart is that it has some of the richest marine biodiversity on the planet. It is great, especially if you want to go diving and surfing.
That place sounds incredible. I know where I'm going next spring break.
Improv.
Well, that concludes our segment. I thank you so much for joining us at the Tim and Tiffany Show. I'm Tiffany.
I'm Tim. It was a great show today, and we'll see you next week when we discuss the top 10.
Wrap it up.
And we're having, it was a
Today we talked about spring break, mission trips. You missed a really good segment about exotic trips.
We had a great...
What's happening?
There's like all screaming in there. We had a great time today. Next week we're going to talk about the top 10. We're not going to tell you what the top 10 is. We're going to surprise you.
You did so great today.
So did you,
I'm
Tiffany.
so proud of you.
So where do you want to go for spring break?
I think I would like to check out that Machu Picchu place. We should go together.
You know what?
Oh my gosh.
Probably not, but I'll go with my family.
All right. Well, that's very nice.
We're
of
gonna have
you.
a great time. See you guys later, and thanks for watching.